Number one, analyze this boom and on the side of intrinsic and extrinsic. Uh, out by Robert Frost. The bus shows narrowed and rattled in York, and made dust drop stove flank stick of wood. Switch canted stop when the breeze drew across it, and from there those that lifted eyes golden count. Five mountain range, one behind the others, under sunset far into Vermont, and the south narrowed red but narrowed and rattled. In strength like and had to bear and load. Nothing happened. Was day it's all but done. College day I wish they might have said. The boy counts so much when to please the boy giving him the half hour. The the boy count so much when saved from work. His sister stood beside him in her apron to tell them super at the word they saw, as if the professor knew what super meant. Lifted out the boy hand and seemed to leave. He must have given the hand, whoever it was. Neither refused the meeting, but the hand. The boy first outcry was real loud as he swung toward them holding up the head, half in appeal, but half it's to keep the life from spilling. Then the boy saw, saying he was old enough to know, big boy, doing a man words, though a child at heart. I saw all spoiled. Don't let him cut off my hand. The doctor, when it's calm, don't let him, sister. So, but hand was gone already. The, doc- the doctor put him in the dark of either. He lay unpuffed his lips out with his breath, and then the watcher at his pulse to right. No one believed they listened at his heart, little as nothing, and that ended. 3. Create a poem that's content with the aspect following. Please choose two. A. Simile and metaphor. Answer. Number 1. Analyze the poem out by Robert Frost. Adrian 6 of the first is theme. The poem explores the fragility of life and the briefness of death, and highlight the tragic consequence a mundane accident its impact has a young boy life. So the fragility is of focusing to exploration by Robert Frost in this poem. First, tone. The tone of the poem is somber and reflective, capturing the sense of loss and fleeting nature existence. Capturing the sense of loss and fleeting the nature is some, I think, it contradicting aspect that the Frost tried to combine that stone imagery. Frost used of vivid imagery to depict the buzzing soul, the scenic landscape, and the boy injury is creating the visual sensory experience for the reader. So captive the vivid imagery in this poem is not really easy because depict the basic sound is kind of like this. The structure. For the structure, the poem consists of single stanza with a varying line length, user engagement, but the repetitions His praise like snorted and rattled and adds to rhyme intensity in narrative. So I think this wall of not a wall, that majority is used in the narrative of intensity. Intrinsic element first is historical context. The poems reflect the early 20th century and industrialization, so the prevalence of manual labor where accidents were common but often overlooked. So is behind the modern revolution of industry. So many accident and so Robert Frost take a look for focusing about the accident happened in this revolutions. Uh, and the second biographical context is Robert Frost's own experience with loss and tragedy, including the death of his young son, may have influenced the tone of the poem. The biographical context is just focusing about the back experience by the creatures of these poems. So I think I relate with the context about this poem with the relate with the Robert Frost losing the young son. And third, societal context. The poem is not just about the time, societal difference, and in the value placed on the child life and labor-driven environment. So a labor-driven environment with child life costing the tragedy and like that. So it's relate to include the social context for the common era. It's a common that something happened, I think. Number two, message the poem of art by Robert Frost. The poem of art is conveying the message of the fragility and unpredictability of life, and they emphasize how easily life can be cut short, even in the mind's its ordinary activities. The poem highlights the endurance of the adult around the boy, who failed to comprehend the severity in his injury until it's too late, and also portrays the sadness in the finality of death, leaving the no room negotiations and or second chance. Through this poem, Robert Frost prompts reader to appreciate the fleeting nature and existence and the value of each moment. It serves as a reminder to cherish and protect the life and others, especially the innocence of vulnerability and of children. The message encourages reflections of the significance of human connections, empathy, and the responsibility to ensure the safety well-being those around us. 3. Create a poem with the aspect of the simile and metaphor. In the golden sunset embrace, love bloomed like a rose. Two soul and wind, their heart beating in prose. Her eyes like a diamond sparkling in the night, illuminate his path and guiding light. Her laughter dances and the melody so sweet, like a bird song captivating and fleet. Their love, raging fire, first and true, burning brighter with each moment they accrue. He is the anchor of the steady her ship, and a shelter in the storm, and firm and sturdy grip. She is a muse, a river of inspirations, flowing with words to foil his creations. Their love symphony of color of dreams, tapestry woven with the golden sunbeams, and their embrace were collide and align, a love story transcending space of time.